What's happening, YouTube? Swaggertron Brisus Christ here, bringing you guys another Pokemon video. I'm actually going to be bringing you guys my actual first team builder video, so there's actually going to be no actual battling in this video. So if you guys don't want to watch anymore, I do apologize, but I will be bringing you guys the battles like I plan on doing, like I told y'all I will be doing in older videos. But first things first, I'm going to say this beforehand. If you guys can please show that like button some love, rate, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Not for me, not for the Pokemon guy. Do it for Backburner and do it for Swaggertron Sean. Do it for the guys that have been doing it for over a year now, or at least coming up to a year now. The guys that grind it out, that do great Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Geo now with his COD and his FIFA now. So just a lot of good content these guys are providing, and they definitely deserve to be more well known. And hopefully I can be a reason that they are more well known. This Pokemon community is pretty big on YouTube. I think personally bigger than the Yu-Gi-Oh one and the FIFA one. So you know, if we can just get a little bit of everything, a little bit of everyone in there, we can make some things happen. But alright guys, I'm gonna give you my first team builder set for an NU team. I don't think I even have any NU videos on the channel so far. Now, this team is very gimmicky. First things first, I'm gonna let that be known right now. So if you are brand new to the tier, brand new to Pokemon, I'm sorry, I wouldn't suggest using an NU team because the things just don't hit that hard, and they need to be. You need to set up with them. You need to do a lot of predicting, a lot of switching out. You need to do a lot of crazy stuff. You know, you need to have some good battling, I would say, background. Just at least some battling expertise or just some battling knowledge to get in those lower tiers to really be successful. So I would just suggest OU, use Cerebi, use Smogon, use these websites and just look at pre-used sets if you want to on OU, and then just, you know, learn the game through there. That's definitely one thing I can recommend to anyone. If you're new, don't try to make it more difficult for yourself. But yeah guys, this team, like I said, it is really gimmicky, and it's not gimmicky on movesets or just things that you wouldn't expect. It's more gimmicky in the fact that its abilities really neutralize the elements of Pokemon. Now what I'm saying is, if you guys don't notice, real quick, I'm going to show every ability. We have Sap Sipper, Dry Skin, Motor Drive, Water Absorb, Flash Fire, and Volt Absorb. Now those abilities, I'm sorry, they all grant you an immunity or a resistance, no, an immunity, I'm sorry, to fire, grass, water, and electricity respectively. So as long as all these 6 Pokemon are alive, you can be hit by 4 of the Pokemon types, and I believe what there's 15, 19, I don't know, like I just play the game a lot but I forget. But let me just run into what everything does. I'm gonna run into some other sets you can use. I'm just gonna run into some counters you're gonna see and why I need to run some certain moves over other ones. But let's just start off with Milk Tank. I love me Milk Tank. I've used Milk Tank for a while in Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie. Regular Milk Tank with leftovers, Sap Sipper. I've used this Milk Tank a lot, this actual set a lot. Okay, so we have Stealth Rock, just to have a Stealth Rocker in there. We have Milk Drink so we can recover that HP, and he's pretty fast. Body Slam for the 30% chance of the paralysis. Heal Bell if anyone gets toxic on my team, because that is the only status that your team can get hit with. You can't get paralyzed as long as the Molga is evolved. You can't put to sleep as long as Cacturne, Parasect, and Milk Tank are evolved. You can't be anyone can be burned as long as Heatmore is alive. And I already said the paralysis with Lantern. So the only 2 statuses that affect us are pretty much going to be freezing and toxic. And toxic is probably the most known status in Pokemon. So Heal Bell, just in case they want to toxic the Milk Tank or the Lantern, just my little walls, so I can get, you know, keep their survivability just a little bit longer, and they can take those hits and help me out. And as for, you know, the spread, nothing crazy. 252 in HP, 252 in defense, Impish Nature, 4 in attack. And the way this works is that if someone's coming in on a predicted, if someone's trying to sleep powder, leech seed, anything of the sort, you bring in the Milk Tank, get the little +1 on your attack with because of the grass immunity. Body Slam, paralyze some things, Milk Drink, you know, if you have to get up out of there, whatever you need to do, just it keeps shifting, because you just keep shifting momentum constantly in battles with these kind of abilities and these kind of gimmicks. Now here's Parasect. I have a Life 4 Parasect with Dry Skin. Now Dry Skin, if you don't know, water immunity completely with Dry Skin. You get your health healed 1/8 in the rain, your health as well, and then you're hurt by fire and the sun. So fire damage actually does a little bit more. So and then again, he's quad weak to fire anyway. So Dry Skin really is just to come in on a water move, nothing crazy. You can run a Flex Spore, but I'm doing this whole elemental resist ability team, so that's what I'm sticking with. Spore, X Scissor, Seed Bomb, and Knockoff. I was running the Extra Belt here, but I just switched it up. Spore, put something to sleep, and then X Scissor, Seed Bomb, Dual Stab, both 80 power, your choice. See what the team is looking like, see if anything isn't hit super effectively, predict a switch into a wall, predict a switch into a fire type, whatever. You can hit them with a Knockoff, get something out of there. You know, Knockoff, the best move in Pokemon in Generation 6 at least. Eevee's 248 in HP and 252 in attack. Adamant Nature, 8 into special defense. The reason I actually put 248 in HP is that I didn't want to give him an even HP number, because if you give him an even HP number, he can only take 4 switches, as with odd, he can take the extra switch in. So the odd number always makes, because he takes 25% from stealth rock damage. That's what I should have said first. But yeah, really, just a slow Pokemon, but you know, he can definitely hit hard though. He definitely hits a lot harder, especially in the NU tier. We have a Choice Scarf from Molga with Motor Drive. Now, if you don't know what Motor Drive does, it just raises your speed by 1 when you hit by electric move. Yet again, electric immunity. Just dual stab with Air Slash, Electro Ball. We have Volt Switch here just to get up out of there. I feel like if you have an electric type, or if you have like a grass type, or anyone that knows U-turn, or a Volt Switch, just put it on your Pokemon if they're a Choice Scarf. It makes sense, like peanut butter and jelly. Like that, if you're not liking your matchup, you can get up out of there without having to switch, hard switch. Hidden Power Ice. Now, the reason I had Hidden Power Ice, I had something else here. I had U-turn. I had Volt Turn, actually. Was one of the heavy counters to my team, which I'm gonna mention later, and I actually had to put something on Lantern as well. But this little set right here, honestly, very gimmicky. It has 252 in speed, 252 in special attack, 4 in attack. It's a hasty nature, and this is honestly just a come in on an electric move, maybe a Thunder Wave or a T-Ball, a Volt Switch, anything of the sort, come in, and then just Electro Ball with that Choice Scarf, and then just try to outspeed anything and hit it really hard. That's pretty much just the straight up gimmick of this set. I like it, honestly. It's cool. It's a little fun, gimmicky to run, but it's not. This and then Molga's good just to clean up with like late, like weak HP KOs. That's pretty much like all Molga's really good for on this team. And then yet again, you want to have an odd HP number, seeing that he's as Molga, it's flying type, 25% to rock. So I do have a little bit of a rock weakness with 3 of my pokes on my team, but it's alright though. Like I said, it's fun. I don't really take the team too serious like that. Now we have Cacturn here. Cacturn, Life Orb, Water Absorb. Now if anyone doesn't know Water Absorb, it's pretty much dry skin, just that it just heals your HP 1/4 if there's no fire damage extra that it does. Sub, Sucker, Seed Bomb, and Superpower. Pretty standard stuff. This is yet again just another one you switch in on a Pokemon on a water move. Hopefully they have to switch out. You get a free sub in, and then bam, you got your Sucker Punches, your Seed Bombs, and your Superpowers, and you just dent things. You gotta dent things. You gotta come in on that water move predicted. That's why, like I said, it's not just these things take hits and they can dish them right back. These things you need to know when to switch. You need to predict what moves are coming and stuff like that. Yet again, 248 HP, 252 in attack, and then 8 in Spadef. Yeah, just another one of those Pokemon just like that. Now this one I actually just went with the spread that they just gave me here. I don't know why it gave me 248 in attack. I mean HP and 8 in special defense. I don't know, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Then we have a wide lens Heat More with Flash Fire. If anyone doesn't know what wide lens does, I'm sorry, it just increases your accuracy by 1.1%. And Flash Fire, you know, like I said, just the fire attacks do 1.5, and once you're hit by a fire move, and you get that fire immunity. And now I'm running Fire Blast, Giga Drain, Focus Blast, and Sucker Punch. Now I'm running Fire Miss, and I'm running Focus Miss, as you know, Blame Troop will say, Focus Miss. Now I run both of these just for the simple fact that he just doesn't have moves like that, and I'm not gonna run a Hidden Power. Hidden Power got nerfed this generation as is, and he's running a wide lens, and he's not running like a Life Orb. So I need as much damage, and I need these things to hit as hard as they possibly can for me. Just simple as that. Now the EV is actually completely wrong here. Let me switch that. There you go. That's better. So we have 252 in attack, 252 in HP, 4 in attack, and 252 in special attack with a mild nature. And so the reason I have 4 in attack is that you see I do run that Sucker Punch just to keep people all just on their knees a little bit, hit them with that Sucker Punch to see if they're not expecting it. And then just around at the team, we have a Volt Absorb, Lantern, Special Defensive with leftovers. Same thing. This thing, Ice Beam, Scald, Heal Bell, and Thunder Wave. Now Scald, Heal Bell, and T-Wave, very obvious that you will run on a Lantern. Other people run Toxic, Rest, other things like of the sort. I choose to run an Ice Beam for the simple fact of, let me now go into the major counters of this team. Altaria. Altaria gave this team nightmares before when I used to run a Stockpile, Swallow, Pause, Lantern. And yeah, like he was just really annoying. He resisted everything Parasect wanted to do. He resisted everything Cacturn wanted to do. Heat More, pretty much everything he resisted he wanted to do. Emolga only couldn't do enough damage, so that's why I had to run Hidden Power Ice as well. Milk Tank did some decent damage, but I was running a Life Orb Double Edge set, so that, you know, like I said, and that just really was killing his HP. So and it was like a 3-hit KO regardless, and he was able to roost off health, and he pretty much, my survivability in my Milk Tank was not good enough to keep up with that Altaria. Altaria does a lot of gay shit such as Toxic, Roost, maybe a Dragon Pulse. You know, that's, and a Kind Guard. That's what Altaria really likes to do. So, and like I said, running Toxic, good to have Heal Bellas. So I have the dual Heal Bellas here on the special wall and the physical wall. Good to always have. So that's definitely one counter I want to say is Altaria. Torterra can give you a little bit of problem. That's why I'm intending to run the Ice moves, and like all these Ice Pokemon that are there. You know, they can really mess you up because they hit 3 pokes super effectively. You know, and then Rock moves, they will, you know, they do their damage to 3 pokes. So there's always different things you want to just try. I feel like this team has pretty good coverage on everything. I know this thing gets walled completely by Ghost, my milk tank, but I've been running it for such a long time, and it's been such a good poke for me. If someone's really nervous about that, they can run something else. They can run like a shadow ball if they want to be cheeky. They can run something just so they can have that. You can run a punishment. Now this is actually pretty cool that a lot of people don't know about this move. It's called punishment, and it's 60 base and 20 for each stat change. So like if you're coming in on something that's on a ghost type, especially that's trying to do some shenanigans, thinking that you're gonna switch out on them, you can hit them with that, and they would never see that coming. But yeah, guys, here's this new team that I was making that I've been working on. I've been playing with them a lot, but have a lot of fun. Like I said, this is a team that you really just need to predict when the element moves are coming and who's coming in and who's alive for them. So there should be no reason that any Pokemon here should be asleep. You have 3 of them that can pretty much take care of that. You have 2 that can really much take care of anything electric, so at least getting paralyzed. And then burn wise, if Heatmore's alive, you can do a lot of damage. But here's one interesting thing I did notice about this team. They're really slow. They're pretty slow. You take Miltank out, Parasect very slow with a base 30 speed. Amoga's pretty fast with a base 103. So Miltank and Amoga, you know, in the under hundreds. Cacturne only 55, and Heatmore only 65, and Lantern I believe has 67. So they're pretty slow. So it's pretty underwhelming to watch, but if you do this right here, let me go back to my team list. You can, bam, you have a Trick Room Elemental Resist team. That's one thing I was noticing about a team that I really want to do. It's the same pokes, just with a Dusclops with Eviolite, Pressure Ability, Pain Split, Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp, and Nightshade. 252 in defense and special defense because he doesn't have any kind of attacking bulk or any move that does actual damage other than 100% HP doing Nightshade. And then 4 just an HP. So it's a very, very cheeky set with Sassy. And then look, all my slow Pokemon have gotten 0 speed. Their speed all went down to 0, and they have pretty much just a minus attacking speed. Let me switch them to Brave. And now they all have just, they're all slow as possible just to really get the benefit of Trick Room. And my Lantern here and my Miltank are still, they're still special defensive and defensive walls. Just to still have them there. I'm going to test the team out. I might switch this Lantern to make it more offensive driven. And then this Miltank probably can be just like with Dusclops and Miltank being the little, you know, the little special wall and then physical wall. But yeah, guys, that's what I want to show you. Element Resist, really fun in Pokemon. I'm going to have a blast playing with these teams. Hopefully, I'm going to show you guys some videos of both of these teams actually in action. But this has been Swaggertron, Brisus Christ, signing out. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Like I said earlier, rate, comment, subscribe. Show this channel the love it deserves. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.